TinkerCAD tips. In prior videos, I had been working on this container with a twist lock lid, so it's time to give this thing a test print. But for the sake of expediency, I'd like to shorten the tube part of it here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move this to the back. I'm going to make a duplicate of this. Bring this forward. Let's roll this over. Drop it down to the work plane. Now this is the quickest way I know of splitting something here. Bring out a whole box here. Bring this up. Make sure that it covers all of the end of it. There we go. Move that up a bit. Put the work plane over here. While this box is selected, I'm going to hit duplicate. D to drop that to the work plane. Let's put the work plane back on the default now. Right, I'm going to select all three of these. Click duplicate. Let's move this up over here a bit. So on this one in the back, I'm going to select this box and get rid of that. And on this one, I'm going to select this box and delete that. Let's group these two together. We'll select these two, group those together. Once they're resolved, it'll look like this. Let's go ahead and rotate this back over, holding down the Shift key there so that it moves at 45 degrees at a time. All right, let's select this one, Shift select this one, click Align. We'll click on the back one here to make it the boss. There we go. Let's select the top part of it here. And we'll grab this handle, drag it up a bit. There we go. You want to make sure that this groove is above. Select the two of those. Oops, we don't want that part in the back. Select the two of those, group those together. Once it's resolved, let's go ahead, while it's selected, hit D to make sure that it's on the work plane. We're going to need a copy of the cap back here, so let's click on that, make a duplicate, drag that over here. Let's hit T to make it untransparent, opaque again. Come into Shift, rotate it. Drop that down to the work plane. So those two are ready to go. Now I should note here that we didn't want to simply just squeeze down the size of this tube. Let me show you why here. If we select that, I'll make a duplicate of it. If we simply just came in here and squished this, that would alter the proportions of this track. So we don't want to do that. That's why I chose the method that I did to shorten it up. All right, let's move these two next to each other. They're ready to go. Let's select the two of these. I'm going to click on Export, and we're going to send these over to Cura. Select STL. When the dialog pops up, I'm going to choose, instead of saving it to my PC, I'm going to send it right into Cura. With a click OK. Cura's going to pop up. Here we are in Cura. There's my model. I can see everything. I'm going to be using a profile that's a 0.2 layer height. It's going to have 3 walls. And then 4 top layers, 4 bottom layers, no supports. Let's quickly slice this. Let's do a preview. Oh, we do have a little bit of support. Let's turn that support off. There we go. Reslice with no support. We can go through the layers here. Going to be using a gyroid infill. Everything looks good. I'm going to send it off to Octoprint to send to my printer. All right, back to my printer space back here. Here I have Octoprint running, or I'm looking at Octoprint. Got the print started. And it just started printing on the build plate here. Got a couple hours to go. Got a good first layer. So we'll come back when this is completed. Now it's been a few hours. Print is just about done. You can see it there. See the little dimples on the inside of the lid. All right, let's give it a moment and let's pop it off the build plate. And done. Let's pop these off the build plate. Oh, love that sound. Popped right off. Nice finish. They look really good. There's that channel here. You can see those little half spheres on the inside of the lid. Let's take them over here and test for fitment. All right, there we have the completed container. Now remember, when I designed this, I built in a little bit of a tolerance between the canister and the lid itself. Well, they slide together. It locks on there, but they're a little bit sloppy. Since this is the first time I've printed this would just be a test run. So it looks like I could probably go in and decrease the size of this lid or the tolerance by about a 1/2 millimeter or so. But for a first run, that came out pretty well. Stays on, but it could be a little more snug. So, there you have it. Not too bad for a first time.